in the background getting ready. The tournament has been up and running over the last couple of weeks, and it is getting very, very competitive. Some teams have performed well, winning all their games. The others are doing some catching up. Today we have a Mclarens group taking on Softlogic live in the first game for today, scheduled in the morning session. And as you see, that's the first game for today. Mclarens taking on Softlogic. The second game will be between SAGT and Emachemi, which will be coming up in the second game, which is in the afternoon. 3 venues covered today. We are coming to you live on Sporty.lk, and this is Group A. Akin Spence right on top, 2 wins from 2, followed by Astron Lanka as well. They are doing well. Mclaren's playing their first game today in this tournament, taking on Softlogic live. PABC have played 1, lost 1. Metropolitan Group played 2, lost 2. They are not doing quite well. Softlogic also have played 1 and won 1, lost 1. So they'll be looking for their first win. Down in the center with the 2 captains was Michael Adams.
A very good morning to you. We're down here for the toss, and I've got with me the match referee, Mr. Gamni Disanaika, and the 2 captains, Dinesh from Softlogic, and Dinesh from Softlogic, and Asanka from Mclarens. Asanka, you have the coin. Please toss.
Heads.
Heads is the call.
Head.
And it's heads. So Dinesh, you want to field first?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the reason?
Reason I think we decide to give this team to play 120 runs in this situation. Then Softlogic team is very balanced. Then we have 5 batsmen and 3 all-rounders. I think we can play a good game today.
Okay. So all the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
So you lost the toss. If you won the toss, what were you going to do?
We were actually going to field because this is our first game and we were trying to restrict the opposition for a decent score. But either way, I think it's okay because we play on material conditions. Really doesn't matter whether you bat or bowl.
So what sort of total would you like to set?
I think anything close to 150, 160 is quite competitive in this game. So we are looking at anything around 150 to 160.
All the best. Go well. So the news from the centre is Softlogic have won the toss and they will bowl first.
There you go. Softlogic live have won the toss and elected to bowl first. All important game for them. They have played 1, lost 1, so they'll be looking for a win. They need a win out there. Mclaren's their first game, so they'll see how it will go. There you see Asanka Ranasinghe, Ashan Mulligama. Ethan Ransilage is a very good young player for Mclaren's group. Hasindu Pereira, Inesh Chamikara, Lahiru Amar Sekara, Oshanda Chaturanga, Russell Van Ruyen, Sadisha Gamage, Saminda Fernando, Heshan Sandaruan playing for Mclarens today. Dinet Bandara Herat, Kenan Pereira, Dhananjay Dirisinga, Dileepa Nirmal, Gayan Pereira, Idu Sara Senadira, Janidu Bandara, Janit Hasaranga, Jehan Dilisha, Vishmita Veerasinghe and Navod Sangit representing Softlogic live in this all-important game. So good toss to win. They will want to try and make some early inroads against this Mclaren's side. Mclaren's playing their first game, so they'll take a while to really find their feet in this game. It's not going to be easy. You have to get your batting coordinations right, get the right players in the right positions. So it generally takes a bit of time, and therefore Softlogic will be looking to try and capitalize that early before Mclaren's really settle down into their stride. But it's going to be an all-important game. No doubt about it for both teams. There are 2 umpires out there as well as the 2 openers take the field. And okay. So the umpires for today are Supunna Maduranga and Lasit Karunatilaka officiating. in this game. And Mr. Gamini Disanaka is our match referee for today. And as mentioned, we're coming to you live on Sporty.lk. 3 games or 3 venues covered today. We have games happening at DSN College Grounds, the neighbors to MCA as well. And that game today at the DSN College Grounds, the HMB Assurance taking on Attire Private Limited. And we have a game down at Dali Road as well happening now. Powerhand Plantation playing their first match, taking on Ceylon Tobacco, who have played one and won one the other day here at the MCA ground. So that's going to be a good game as well. So those are the matches happening so far. As I mentioned, in the afternoon, we have Emma Chemi playing SAGT here. We have Citrec Group taking on Commercial Credit at DSN in the afternoon, and Run Path Limited taking on Ansel Textile Lanka at the Dali Road in the afternoon. So 6 games to be played today in this F Division tournament at 3 venues across Colombo. So ball number 1 here at the MCA grounds. McLaren playing their first match of this F Division tournament. Ethan Ransilage, young Peter Wright batsman, a good young player, has been promising. Played for the under-23s as well in domestic cricket, the domestic tournament. Good left-hand player. And it's good to see him getting the opportunity at Mercantile Cricket. Jayan Delisha will take the ball to bowl the first over. Raring to go. So left arm seam straight away. Slow medium, but it's good to see always a left arm bowler running in. On the heavier side, Jan Delisha, but for one thing, looks very fit, very strong. You could see his eagerness, his keenness running into the crease. Sadisha Gamage is the non-striker at the other end. A young player finding his feet. He's onto the offside, doesn't find the gap. So Ethan Ransilage, the young left-hander. As always, for anybody, it doesn't matter how experienced you are, how much cricket you have played, start of a new game, it's always there is a bit of nervousness, a bit of jitters, whether you're bowling or batting. You'll take a few deliveries, maybe a couple of overs to settle in, a couple of good shots behind your back, and then you start to get going, get that confidence. So it's not going to be easy for anyone, we may call it. The Fairfax Insurance back in this F Division tournament for yet another year. Kane looking to punish it through the offside. The ball not coming on to the bat as expected. It's just low medium. Jayan Delisha. But so far what he's done well, he's bowled on a good line. He's just looking to bowl outside that off stump, trying to get some shape back into the left hand. He knows he doesn't have a lot of pace, so he cannot give them width outside the off stump or stray on the pads. He'll be punished. So good lines and lengths are the key, but that's beautifully played. Just easing it through the off side, standing tall. Straight bat coming down on that one. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Shorter boundaries here at the MCA. Quick outfield. And that sped away like a bullet. So now that will get Ransilage going. You know, a boundary off the bat early on in your innings will always help. Just to get that confidence. Wide outside the off stump. The width was on offer. Ethan Ransilage will be disappointed that he didn't put that away to the boundary as well. Nevertheless, they'll get an extra. But it was there to be hit. He went after it. Just the lack of bounce played over it. This is where you have to be careful with Jayan Dilisha. He's not getting any bounce. He's not very tall as well. Not very quick. Slow military medium. So especially when he bowls at the stumps, you have to be very, very careful. Decent over, though he's been hit for a boundary. 5 off it. Mclaren's after being put into bat. So Indusara Sena Dera who has got the ball. So some right arm slow medium. Way down the leg side. Signal the wide. Getting that all wrong. Way off the mark. Softlogic Life will have to make sure they use this new ball well. Remember, they won the toss and elected to field first, so you cannot be very loose up front. You need to make early inroads. So they have to be on the money. Slow delivery. Pushes at it outside the off stump. Once again, no pace at all. Sometimes you wonder if the wicketkeeper is too far behind. Will the ball carry even if he gets an outside edge? Just a very slow military medium. And those type of bowlers can be difficult to get away. That shot though, didn't get a hold of it. Top part of the bat. See, when you're very slow military medium and you tend to bowl stump to stump, it's sometimes very difficult to get away. But there's no pace on the ball to work with. You cannot work the angles. And it can be tough, especially if you're faced good fast bowling and suddenly you have these slow bowlers coming in. Dibbly-doubly bowlers. Then you have to create that intent. You have to probably change your game, come down the track, be a bit unconventional. So it's not easy at all, but they need to bowl in the right areas. If you keep bowling both sides of the wicket, then you'll get punished. Sadish taking his time. One slipper very wide. Gain down the leg side. So far he hasn't got it right at all. And push it onto the offside. Had to put in the dive at the last moment. We'll take a look at that once again. Hit it hard into the ground. Went for the single. Oh, direct hit would have got him out by miles. Very, very lucky. Ransilage. That was not a good call at all. That's poor bowling. Now this is what I was talking about. If you're bowling at this speed, you cannot afford to bowl loose. You cannot afford to give the batters a width outside the off stump. It was not only the width, it was a full toss. All he had to do was get bat on it. Just use the angle, use the pace. Steering it into the gap. Second boundary for Ethan Ransilage. Once again short, once again cut away, and once again a boundary. This is a poor bowling by Isuru Senadera. He needs to be targeting the stumps. This time up front of square, just a stand in a tall. Too easy for the batter at the moment. They sped away to 18. This will be called a wide as well. So a lot of work to do here for Softlogic. Much better. 2 overs completed, 19 on the board. So we're about to start the third over of play. Jan Dilisha will continue. On the marker, that's good ball. You know, this is what you have to keep doing. Keep targeting the stumps. When you do not have the pace, you just must hope that the batter will commit an error. But to do that, you need to be bowling at the stumps. You have to be consistent with the lines and lengths. That's very well bowled. Very well bowled by Jan De Silva. Jan Dilisha. Goes for the ball. It's a sort of a short arm jab over square leg. Runs down to the boundary for 4. Slightly too short this time. And Ransilage using his bottom hand to perfection. Once again stood tall, used his height, just a swirl. Didn't try to hit it too hard, and he knew exactly where the field was. There was nobody deep, so intentionally playing it in the air, going aerial. Superb execution. He's picked up his third boundary as the score moves up to 24. Oh, now that's the luck he needs. His eyes lit up. It was a juicy full toss outside the off stump. Looking to smash it through the offside. It was in the air for a while. And Kanan could not hold on to it. It came very quickly towards him. Probably should have held on to that one. We'll take a look at it. At backward point, that was a difficult chance. That was a difficult one, no doubt about it, for Kanan De Silva. If he held on, Kanan Pereira, beg your pardon. If he held on to that, that would have been a blinder. But now, there's another boundary considered. Stand and deliver. Going over the top, over mid-on. This time it's a Gamage. He's picked up his first boundary. So the over has started to look a bit expensive now. 10 runs conceded. The first couple of deliveries was good, but since then he's released the pressure. Another full toss. Waist height gets away with it. 3 overs completed. McLaren's 29 now without loss. So there's a bowling change. Gayaneranda has been introduced into the attack, rightly so. Senadira was all over the place. So Gayaneranda Pereira, experience. He's done a bit of bowling, decent economy at the 2020 cricket. We may call it 4 for 20 is best. So they had gone to the experienced bowler to try and stem this run flow. Oh, he's out, I think. I think he's gone. This is unnecessary. Ethan Ransilage has given his wicket away. Going for the second run. The throw was good, coming in from deep mid-wicket. Good pickup, good send. Oh, he was nowhere near that. Out by a long way. That should have been just a single. Going for the second, I wonder whose decision it was. But he was batting so well. And this is what could happen. Probably wanting the strike back. A little bit overconfident. Gamage went as well for the second run. But that was very good fielding by Hasaranga. It's a 30 for 1 now, McLaren's. So Gaine Pereira introduced in the attack. He's not got a wicket off his bowling, but there has been a run out in the over. That's what they needed. They needed to break the partnership. Saminda Fernando is the new batter. They needed something to happen. Now right hand out there. McLarens were looking very threatening to go and get a big score. Certainly they can. The run rate is excellent. Played away on the onside. Good over that one. Much needed for Softlogic. 32 for 1 after 4.
In the heart of Colombo,
so Sadish Gamage, the opener. Now he will have to forget that run out. It was a mix-up, we could call it, between the two. There was no second run in that. Not his fault as well. Ransilage is the one who played it. He would have called him for the second. Dhananjay Dhirisingh, 48 matches, 3 wickets. He's picked up 5 times, 2 wickets twice. Goes for the big one. It's a top edge. Field under it. Holds on. No. The chance has gone a big in. It was a difficult one. He had to put in the dive. Did so. Just could not hold on. Saminda Fernando has escaped. He was looking to slug him over mid-wicket. There was a fielder coming in from the boundary. He got there outstretched. Just could not hold on. Idusara Sena Dira. Well, very, very unlucky to the bowler Dhananjay Dhirisingh. So suddenly the two spinners have come on and just created a couple of opportunities. They got a run out. Now there's a top edge. The boundaries haven't been conceded in these last 2 overs. The run rate is above 7, so it's very important that these players for McLarens just keep nudging and pushing, picking up the 1s and the 2s. Not to try too many things, because remember, still after this you have 15 overs left. There's all the time in the world with the shorter boundaries here at the MCA to capitalize. Very well bowled. That was slightly quicker. He's mixing it up well. Bowled around the wicket to the left hand. Now coming over the wicket to the right hand. Again goes for the slog. Seems that is a favourite shot. Will concede a single. A good over though. Just 4 runs for Dhirisingh. 5 completed. McLaren's group after being put into bat at 36 for 1.
We've got something new for you here at MCA from 9:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day.
That's nicely driven down the ground, all along the ground to the boundary. Saminda Fernando get into the pitch of the ball. It was tossed up, had control right along the ground. Again, this time goes over, and that's a maximum. That's a 6. So 10 runs in 2 deliveries. Saminda Fernando, he's all over. Again, using his feet, and this time he made sure he got underneath it. Go over the bowler's head. This is really good batting. Stepped out, drove one along the ground to the boundary, and then the next one got underneath it and went over the bowler's head. I think still waiting for the ball to come back. This is a very good start for McLaren's group. So at the toss, both skippers wanted to field first. McLaren's this is their first game, so they want to see how it goes. But I'm sure wouldn't be complaining now with this start. This time Guyana going from around the wicket. Saminda Fernando puts it into the gap for a single. So this is a really good cricket, taking 11 runs off the first 3 deliveries. Bowled his first over for just 3 runs. Time to the left hand. Bowling from around the wicket. Yep, a square arm action. So with that action, don't think you'll see a lot of turn. There's it going on with the arm. So 3 dot balls after those expensive first 3 deliveries to end that over. 11 in the over, and it's 47 for 1 after 6.
In the heart of Colombo, where
that's what has happened so far. Ethan Mansulige was run out for 19 of 15. That 4 good boundaries in that innings. Satish come again, Saminda Fernando now. This time it's Dhanaj Dhiri Singh. Bowled a pretty decent first over for 4 runs. Starts off well with a dot ball. Bit short. Sitting on the back foot, punching it, staying tall. Here's the right idea. If it's in his zone, he'll go for it, or if not, just knock it around and get the singles. So short, pulls it on the bounce to the field. Now been a bit quiet with Saminda Fernando now on strike. The skipper at the toss said if we get to 150, 160s would be good. Certainly on course for that. Oh, that's nicely played, but straight to that short third man fielder. Plays it late, all along the ground. That one taken on the full and driven down the ground. Just for a single. A very good over, just the 3 runs. The 50 is up. It's 50 for 1 after 7. So we have a bowling change. It's a Vishmita Veerasinghe. Starts off well, tossed it up. The opponent may be a bit disappointed with that shot. He would have liked to place it away from that extra cow field. That one again tossed up, taken on the full. He'll get a single for his work. Vishmita Veerasinghe has best bowling of 4 for 23. 13 innings, 18 wickets. Economy 6.79. Average is decent, 17. Goes short and pulls it in the air, but couple of bounces to the field. Just the 1 run. Satish Gamage not been able to time those pull shots. Thin shot, he pounces on it, but not timing it as well. Oh, looking for a single. There was a single there. Piyush in the front end, not very happy, showing him. Satish was on his heels. That was easy single away from that field. Back foot punch, which was in there for some time, but a couple of bounces to the field. So far it has been a pretty decent over. Just 3 runs. And it will remain as 3 as it's a dot ball to end the 8th over. 53 for 1 after being put into bat.
In the heart of Colombo,
Kenan Pereira. Leg spin. That's what can his best 4 for 12, 24 wickets. Economy pretty decent for leg spin of 5.63 in a 20 over tournament, averaging 23. The time short. They should not been able to put it away. That's the problem with the leg spinners. You'll get those full tosses, the short deliveries, but when it pitches in line, that one much better. That's yes. He gets his wicket from outside the stump. Well, Sadish going for an expensive drive. Gets the bottom edge to the wicket keeper. That slow-mo will be interesting again to see that replay. Not sure whether ball that the wrong one. Yes, definitely it was the wrong one. It was going away from him. Googly pitched outside the off. There goes the Sadish Agami, gone for 11 of 17 with one boundary, and it's 51 for the loss of 2 wickets now. 54 for 2, sorry. Like I always say, leg spinners can be a bit expensive, but they'll always pick up wickets. It was clearly the googly pitch outside the outside, going further away. So the new batsman Lairu Amarasekara, it's 854 runs, 72 not out, his highest, striking at 84, 650s, averaging 21. A former captain of St. Joseph's College. Off spinner, batting at number 4 for the company. Kenan Perra with his tail up, 1 for 1 in his first over. Amarasekar off the mark with the first delivery. 2 right-handers now. That one short. Saminda pulls it, but there is a man in the deep. See that last wicket again. See that pitching outside off and going further away. That was the googly. Well, if he didn't get bat on it, may have been called a wide. This time swept by Lairu. Just get the single. The end of the 9th over. Kenan's first 1 for 4 for him, and it's 57 for 2 after 9. Vishmitha will continue his second over. Uses his feet, drives it, misfield by the bowler. Give a Lairu a easy single. These are little things that the bowler needs to tighten up. Can't expect your fielders to do the job for you if you are not going to field off your own bowling. And then you give the chance to the man in form, Saminda Fernando, to come and strike. And bowl, always bowl to the new batsman. That one lofted could be, yes, that's another wicket. Not sure what Lai Ramasinghe was thinking. Just come into the wicket. That was not needed. There was a fielder placed there. He was, we'll look at it again. Maybe trying to go straight, but ball found that fielder. Ramasekar goes for 3 of 4 deliveries. And it's 59 for 3 in the 10th over. So Vishmitha Veerasinghe also has picked up a wicket. Something that Ricky couldn't do, get wickets. got a run out and I managed to get 2. That's Jacinto Pereira. That's at 269 runs, 56 as his highest, just the 150. Striking at 61. We'll like to increase that. That one bowling pretty good lines and even the length. This time Jacinto manages to tickle it round the corner for a single. He's off the mark. This is that last wicket. You can see Lairu trying to go over the top of the bowler's head, but skied it straight to that long off fielder. So he knew where he wanted it, but just the bat didn't work. The timing was not there. Just another run. And that's the end of the 10th over. 61 for 3 at the halfway mark.
In the heart of Colombo,
So 10 done, 61 for 3 at the moment. Run rate has dropped down slightly. It was over 8 runs per over in the first 3. Saminda Fernandez moved to a run ball 22. Jacinto Pereira is out there, his own 1. Kenan Pereira with the ball. The youngsters played a lot of cricket at this venue. Initially was a part of the Mercantile Cricket Association MCA Cricket Academy as well, where we are bringing this live broadcast to you. Floated up the leg spinner, giving it a bit of air, not afraid to invite the batter to come down the track. That's good to see. Very well bowled. Slowed it up a bit. The ball was dipping on him. So pushing the singles, rotating the strike. This is what you need. Try and get a run every ball, even if you don't find the boundary. Make sure that you keep rotating the strike. It's paramount. Get a fly, that delivery goes big. Doesn't get hold of it. It was in the air for a while. The fielder could not get under it as well. Both the bowler and the batter got away with that one because it was a full toss. Should have been hit away for more runs. Didn't get hold of it, didn't time it at all, and it's very lucky that didn't go to hand as well. 11 overs done, 65 for 3.
in the heart of Colombo.
So Dinesh Bandara here at another bowling change. Very well bowled. Beating the outside edge. Ball coming out from the front of the hand. Short run up. Quickish arm action. But the good thing is so far, he's landed it well. Once again beaten in the air. It seems that Softlogic Life is spin heavy. We saw their two fast bowlers, the military medium, and they didn't make any impression at all. But the spinners, in contrast, have been very good. And they have the variation. They have the off spinners, they have the leg spinners. This is in the air, this should be out taken. Coming in from deep mid wicket. The first two deliveries were floated up, inviting him to come down the track. This was dragged slightly shorter. The batter's eyes lit up. He thought he could clear the ropes, but didn't time it at all. Top part of the bat, top edge in it, and the fielder did well, kept his eyes on the ball. Holds onto it comfortably at the end. And Mclarens have lost their fourth wicket at 65 as Jacinth Pereira departs for 3. Good catch by Danaja Edirisinghe. So Inesh Chamikar has come in, a left-hander. Now McLarens have to be careful. They have 8 overs remaining after this delivery. They need to have wickets intact to push on for a big score. The run rate has dropped. They will need, I just feel, at least to get to a 130, 140 from here onwards. 6 wickets, 8 overs. You need to try and capitalize. That was the last wicket to fall. Slightly short. But then again, top edge. One hand coming off the bat as well.
In the heart of Colombo.
On the other hand, from this position, that's well played. That's beautifully played. It was a juicy full toss. It was a loose delivery, but still you had to put it away. You have to get it into the gap. And the good thing about this shot was that Samin, they didn't try to grow flat-batted or cross-batted, try to slog it away. All he did was ease it through the offside, picking his spot, picking his gap perfectly, timing it well. But that's better cricket. That's more orthodox cricket. Sometimes when these full tossers come at this level, you see batters, their eyes light up. They try to slog it over mid-wicket. Then they miscue it, or they miss out on the opportunity. But Samin, they did well to work it into the gap. He's bowled a few full tossers, Ken and Pereira, in this spell so far, especially in his second over. Now starting off with the full toss. He needs to get it into the right area. That's better. That's much better. I think that was the wrong one. Did the left hander pick it? I don't think so. But nevertheless, keeps it along the ground. Samin there, he's batting well, 30 of 29. Going at a runner ball, keeping the scoreboard moving. Projected score is 114, but they'll be looking at least to get to 130. I feel that will be a good score. Scores around the 110, 115 mark here. We saw the previous weekend as well have been chased down comfortably on two occasions. We saw Camera.lk in their first match, I think, chase 114. There was HMB Assurance who chased down a score as well. So 130 probably. Another 10 to 15 runs extra will be a safe option. In the air, wide of the field. Will it run down to the boundary? It will be pulled in. A couple of runs though. His eyes lit up. It was short and wide. Could not get on top of it. Neither could the fielder get their valiant attempt. Credit to the fielder for the attempt. 2 runs to finish off. 13 done. It's a 75 for 4.
In the heart of Colombo,
comes down the track, flight delivery. Dinesh Bandara continues. He's bowled well so far, picking up a wicket in his first over. I like the control he's shown, quick action. Shorter run up. Again, a lot of air, and the batter unable to get under it. I think the left-hander Inesh has to use his feet against Bandara. Try to come down the track, take it on the full, because he's giving it a lot of air and the ball is turning into him. He should capitalize. At the moment he's playing from the crease. Now he's looking to play that sweep shot. But I think he'll be more effective using his feet, trying to hit it down to his long off, long on, straight over the bowler's head. If he can get to the pitch of the ball, there's runs on offer. There you go. So he's playing from the crease at the moment, very hesitant to come down the track. I haven't seen a Bandar sort of bowling the wrong one. It's just the orthodox leg spinner. So I think Inesh should be aware of it. 3 runs off the over. So it's a good one so far for Softlogic. Now this is much better. I like what he's done here. He hasn't been able to get it past the bowler, but the intent is shown to come down the track. That is what's needed. Even though he's the right hander, that is what the left hander should do. He got a hand on it, but the non-striker didn't leave his crease. So 14 done, 78 for 4. So Ransilage fell early, run out unfortunately for 19. Sadisha Gamage as well for 11. The 2 left-handers started off well, but needless that run-out was. Lyra Amarasekara didn't stray long. Jacinto Pereira as well. Saminda Fernando has kept this innings together. Final 6 overs. Kenan Pereira is going to bowl his final over. 1 for 18. Decent figures so far. Slog down the ground. That's a good hit. That's 6. Very well struck. Short arm jab. Pulled away towards the mid wicket. Picking up a single. As soon as you tend to use your feet, then you're putting the bowler under pressure, making him to think otherwise, bowl in different areas. And that's exactly what happened in that last ball, or the first ball of that over. That's what I would like to see Dinesh Charmikara doing more often. This is good batting. Goes for the sweep, orthodox. And that's 4. Plug the gap really well. So Kenan Pereira has conceded 12 runs in this over so far with 2 to go. Now this is the confidence. Taking it from outside the off stump. Picked the spot perfectly right between the two fielders on the boundary. So they've got this innings going once again. There was a bit of a stranglehold, but the left hand right hand combination of Dinesh and Saminder have put them back on track with 5 overs to go. Now that 130 I was talking about certainly seems very, very possible. Goes for the big one. Has he got the distance? He has. He's turning it around here at the MCA grounds. Dinesh Charmikara, 6 to end the over. Very expensive over indeed. 18 off it. His first 3 overs, Kenan Pereira went for 18. And his last over has gone for 18 as well. 15 done. It's 96 for 4.
In the heart of Colombo, where
Final 5 overs. Dinesh Pandara has been pretty good. 2 overs, 1 for 3 so far. Saminda Fernando. Lot will depend on him. That was the leg spinner. Pulls it, but they've got the fielders in the right areas. Dinesh and Saminda building something. Well, they wanted something around 150, 160 at the start. There's some betting to get there. That's a nice play, playing it late. Saminda going at a runner ball, and Dinesh more than a runner ball. Dinesh Charmikara. That one short again, waits for it, but there again there's a fielder in that area. Just the 1 run. Can say that they're bowling to their field. Not sure whether he wants to keep bowling that short. This one, Chaminda gets underneath it and hoiks it over. That's a maximum. That one was full. Just a couple of steps down the track. And out of the park. Oh, that's in the next garden. That's a massive 6. So I mean, that 41. Dinesh Bandara. I think that's the first boundary that is conceded. That's the scoreboard, 104, the 100 up in the 16th over. That run faster. I think that run would have been red even before he bowled it after that previous delivery went for 6. Good run in there. 2 runs to end that over. 16 done. It's 106 for 4. Jan Dilisha coming back after his initial 2-over burst. And you can see the helmets coming out. Left arm medium pace. A good ball. Inesh tried to play it late, but the ball rushed on him. Well, gentle medium pace, but can be a bit nippy. Now Fernando, 43 of 37 deliveries, 2 6s and 2 4s. The run shot pulled, gets all of it. That's a 6. Don't think even Sabind expected that, because you didn't seem like a full-blooded pull. It was just a short arm jab, I would say, but gets all of it to the side nets. So make that 3 6s and 2 4s now. It moves on to 49. A very well deserved half century approaching. Full on the pads, and this time that will be Sabinder Fernando's half century. Brings up a half century in 39 deliveries. Very well played. 3 6s, 2 4s. Striking at 128. That's the team dressing room applauding Sabinder for that knock. Very well deserved. McLaren's group playing their first game here. So Inesh doing the right thing, trying to bring Samind on strike. But more important is, if you look at this over, there's not been any dot balls so far. 9 runs taken off it. This one he goes big, but I don't think he connected it well. Fielder getting underneath it. Yes, good catch taken there by Kenan. That's the end of Sabinder Fernando. Got to his half century and then threw it away. He needed to be there, but you can see that shot. He knew he didn't connect it properly. One hand coming off the bat. And a good catch taken. Sabinder Fernando gone for 50 of 40. Jayan Delicious striking. And it's 115 for 5 now. Shihan Sundarwan, the new batsman. That time a full toss, just drives it down the ground. He's off the mark with a single. So now it'll be Inesh doing much of the scoring, but that is the end of the over. So here Shihan Sundarwan will keep the strike, and after 17 it's 116 for 5. So that's new batsman Shihan Sundarwan. You see his stats highest of 40. But look at that strike rate, 164. So he can strike the ball long. There we go. This one in the air doesn't make full contact. Oh, he took a good catch early on, but this time misjudged it. And ball was going away from him. Couldn't get underneath it. Kenan. Maybe he was a bit unsighted because he came in, but then you see the ball was going away from him. Took a very good catch early on to dismiss Samin Fernando just in the previous over. Oh, that one that strays down the leg, and that's given the treatment. That lands on the basketball court. 6 to the total. That was a gift. Down leg, full toss. All he needed to do was get bat on it. And he got plenty. Why would you want to be changing that bat? You just hit the ball to the basketball court. Maybe it has broken. Or maybe he wants another bat that might take it over the internets. Dinesh Bandar Herat. Bit of a mystery. Bowls the leg spin. Sometimes he bowls the one that goes straight. Get the grip. There we see that one faster. Oh, a bit of a misfield. Should have been no runs, but I think the batsman will come back for 2. That was poor. Just finished over. And then going back to short fine leg, concedes 2 runs. 10 from 3. Spoils a good bowling spell. That one again, the leg spinner. Tossed up. This time good bit of fielding, saves the boundary. That's Bandara. Given away 11 in this over. Previous 3 overs, he had just given away 13 runs and picked up a wicket. Deceiving. Sometimes he throws the ball up, but it just falls down. It doesn't, not a lot of pace sometimes on it. There we see. Batsman has enough time there to wait for it. Still a single. 12 so far in this over. So they're getting close to that 150, 160 mark that they were looking at the start of play when they were asked to bat. Captain said maybe something in the region of 150 or 160. That one tossed up. Taken on the first bounce. Tried to get to that, but ends up with another 6. A very expensive over comes to an end. You see the batsman. Oh, tried to pull it back, but just couldn't get it back. So 18. Jan Dilisha, he is bowling his last over. Given away 25 runs so far. Good delivery to start off with. Well, missing everything. Missing the bat, the pads, the wickets, and straight to the wicket keeper. Paul had his hands on head. This time again, foolish but Dinesh looking to go big, can only get that single. It's someone who can clear the boundaries, and it will be Shayan Sundaruan, the man to do it. It's an 18 of just 6. Has a career strike rate of 164. Call those the French cuts or the Chinese cut. Bottom edge. It goes to the wicket keeper. Most importantly, a dot ball. The Softlogic life. Short. Did that go off the bat? A loud shout. Tried to go for a massive pull. May have pitched outside leg. Yes, definitely pitching outside leg. Maybe the height as well. But if it pitches outside leg, then there's no question after that. Pretty decent over. Just the 2 singles in the 19th over. One off the bat, 1 leg by. McLarens will take it any way it comes. Oh, and a player is just swinging at everything now. This is good bowling by Jan Dilisha. It's not giving any room for the batsman to free his arms. They're trying to manufacture shots. Loses his run up. He'll have to come back again for that. Final ball of the spell. Oh, that will be clearly a no ball. And the wicket keeper also lets it go. So given as 4 byes and a no ball. He'll have to re-bowl that with a free hit. So that is something that he wouldn't want. Just slipping out of his hand. This will be a wild swing. So now that total of the 150 should be easily gettable. Oh, hammers that. It's in there, but it's out of here. So that's what that additional ball cost. Cost 10, 11 runs from that one ball. 11 went for 4, a wide, given as a no ball, and now the free hit, which goes for 6. Costly. One delivery that could make the difference in this game. 19 done, it's 147 for 5.
In the heart of Colombo.
Yeah, so it's 1 over left. Your families, wives with the kids come out on this Sunday morning just to look at Watch the husband, the dad's playing. Dhanajay Singh bowled the 2 overs for 7. Wondering why he was not bowled before this. Just 1 over remaining. That one shot hammered. The fielder just stands and watches it sail over. That goes into the... Yes, the umpire asking for another ball. So that has gone into that garden with a no return on that delivery. He was just watching it. And this guy, Shan Chandarwan, is on 24 of 9. He is living up to his career strike rate. Quite a lot of deliveries must be in that garden during the mercantile tournaments. It's not a very big ground, I must say, especially from two sides that are straight. Any straight hits would go into the other gardens. Again shot, again goes over his head. This time that will be a boundary. Just one bounce into the fence. Hits the side screen and comes back. So 10 of their first 2 deliveries. And now, not 160, they might even be targeting 170. Coming from around the wicket this time, again swings and gets good contact. In the gap, 2 fielders converging, but they can only watch it past. 14. I think they lost the plot that they kept this guy just 2 overs to 7, didn't bring him in the middle. And now he's going for runs, going the distance. Again, this one goes high. Falls right in the middle of 3 fielders. And they come back for 2. Suddenly, Shan has overtaken Inesh, who's been there for some time. Done it in almost half the balls that Inesh has faced. 16 so far. Oh, trying to hit the cover after the ball. Looking Lakeside-ish. But he'll be careful because the faster you bowl, the faster you go out of the park. There we see another one. Another 6. 22 in that over. And that ball is also gone out of the park into that garden again. Fielder just watching it sail over. And they've got to that 169, which the captain said he would like to get about 150, 160. He's got an additional 9 runs to play around with. Take a bow, Shan Chandarwan, 40 of 14 deliveries. And Inesh on 32 of 23. They will be pretty happy. Their first game. You can see the smiles of the players. It's a very good fighting score this is. Yesterday we saw 2 teams getting 200 plus in their matches. And here we see a 169, 170 needed. Look at the batting card now. Ethan was out for 19. Sadish for 11. Sabin, the Fernando played a very good innings, 50 of 40, 3 sixers and 2 fours. Like Ramana Singh was out for cheap. He was gone for 3. Hasindu Perra for 3. And then Inesh Chamika, he played a very decent knock, 32 of 23, 3 sixers and a 4. But look at that man, Shan Chandarwan, take about 40 of 14. 4 massive sixers and 2 boundaries. Just 11 extras in the 20 overs, 169 for 5. That's the bowling. Shan Dilesh started off 1 for 33. There's a none for 14 by Indusara, I'll just run through the wicket takers. Vishpita Veerasinghe, he bowled just 2 overs, 1 for 7. Kenan Pereira, 4 overs, 1 for 36. And Dinesh Bandara here at 4 overs, 1 for 30. 11 dot balls in that. He was taken to the cleaners only in his last over. So ending up on 169 for 5. Bit of a mystery why Vishwithan didn't bowl a few more overs. We'll have a look at the highlights. How it all started. There's a pack with a few early boundaries by Ethan Kansuluge. You saw him playing those through the gaps in the power play. Got 4 boundaries. And then a rush of blood. Just ran himself out. Had to go for a second run, which was non-existent. See, the field had already gathered it and he was not in the frame. Easy decision for the umpire. And then Saminda Fernandez started off with the first delivery, a drive, and then a drop kick. 0 for 6, his first 2 deliveries, and then the googly was not read. Saminda Fernandez going on his merry way. That was another wicket there, live Amarasinghe. And then Sindhu Pereira both perishing, getting 3 runs each. Meanwhile, Saminda Fernandez continued to dominate with Dinesh Chamika. Left and right hand combination. They put on a good partnership. Got some runs there. That was that short arm jab that he got to 6 and went to a well-deserved half century. But then the next delivery, threw it away. Good catch. Well judged. Came in from the boundary. That was a gift. And then Shan's other one. He had a ball. Also joining in, but then this was that last over. Just going for it. Massive sixers. But 2 in that last over to end up 169 for 5. So the target 170. And we'll take a short break and be back in about 15 minutes time.
In the heart of Colombo, where
We've got something new.
The brand new bar, a new restaurant.
So as we come back to the MCA grounds, we are ready for the run chase from Softlogic Life. It's not going to be easy because Mclarens have got off to a very good start to their tournament. Their first game, and they posted 169 runs in their 20 overs. They got off to a very good start, going at over 8 runs per over. But then things started to slow down in the middle overs. There was a stranglehold. But towards the latter part, the final 5 to 6 overs, they really got going. There was some fireworks from the low middle order. Got them to 169, which is not going to be easy to chase down. Possible, but not easy. And that's why I thought at one stage if they get to 130, 135 will be a good score. But they have gone way beyond that. They've done the hard work. And now their bowlers have to be disciplined. McLaren's a bit of a younger side, I think, in contrast. Some players who are involved with domestic cricket, school cricket in the recent past, playing more cricket, you feel, than some of those at Softlogic. Softlogic need a win. They lost their first game to EB Creasy, so this game is very, very important. The two openers out there looking to chase 170. For them to do so, they need to get off to a good start. The power play is very, very crucial. You're chasing over 8 runs per over, 8.50, the required run rate to be exact. Shehan Sandharwan will open the bowling. Janidhu Bandara. He's the opening batter, 150. Good strike rate, 119. Now that is what they need here. They need somebody at the top of the order to get them off to a good start. Shehan Sandharwan. 3 for 13 is best. Economy rate of 5.89. But that's very good. Down the leg side. Starts off with a wide. But straight away what we could see is the difference between the two opening bowlers. Whereas Softlogic had some slow medium pace. Left arm as well as the right hand. There was no pace really on the ball. But on the other hand here, Sandharwan, you see, is slightly quicker, running in hard. He'll generate some bounce, even though this is a mat-in. If you bend your back, there is that odd delivery that could trouble the batter with bounce. Inside edge, keep it as well to get a glove on it. Very lucky not to drag that back onto his stumps. We have other games played today, as I mentioned, in Colombo. We have a game happening at the DS Senanayake College grounds, and a similar situation there. HMB Assurance was so far unbeaten in this tournament. That's sliding down the leg side. Have got 163 for 7 in their 20 overs. So they have done well against Attire Private Limited, who need 164 for victory. Won't be easy. HMB Assurance is a strong side. And down at Darley Road at the St. Joseph's College grounds, we have, that's going to be a good game. Power Hand Plantations against a strong Tobacco side. They've got 187 for 7. Walked away on the onside, in the air, out caught, brilliant! That's an absolute stunner. I'll tell you, he didn't really, at the end, some tend to, put in that dive, the tumble. Didn't do all that. What he did was hold on to it. Just get up and go. That was a difficult chance. That was coming at a good speed. Just using the pace of the bowler. The only mistake he did was played in the air. The fielder coming in from square leg, kept his eyes on the ball, had to put in the dive forward. As you see, some other players will probably roll over, tumble over, but this was very casual indeed. But it was a brilliant catch. Osha the Chaturanga has pulled off a stunner there. Shehan Sandharwan has strike. Janidhu Bandara is out without scoring. So as I mentioned, Power Hand Plantation, 187 for 7. Tobacco need 188 for victory. So the 3 games today, the teams batting first have scored big totals. HMB Assurance 163, Power Hand Plantation 187, and here Mclaren's group 169. So it's not going to be easy for the teams chasing. Dhananjay Ediri Singh has come out to bat. So Shayan Sandharuwan has struck. Good delivery. The last wicket to fall, flicking it off his pads. The drop kick, we may call it, an absolute fantastic catch. Catchers win matches, and they've got off to an excellent start. So that's the first runs off the bat. Ediri Singh off the mark. Straight into the bucket. Out he goes. Dinesh Bandara departs. Sandharuwan has picked up 2 in the over. Bit of extra pace. Looking to go through the offside. The intention was good. Looking to be aggressive in the power play. Bottom of the bat. Didn't time it at all. They're holding on to their catchers. Excellent start for Mclarens. 2 for 2 in the first over. New batter walks in. Sandharuwan has picked up 2. I think it's a Janit, if I'm right. Janit Hasaranga has walked into bat. They're on the back foot straight away. When you're chasing 170 for victory, 2 for 2 in the first over. Now that's a straight away pushing them onto the back foot. Inesh Tamikara. He batted well in that middle part as the left hand got after the leg spinners. Now he's got the opportunity with the ball. That's the last wicket to fall. Looking to go over mid-off, I think. That was his intention. Didn't time it. So off the splice of the bat to extra cover. Nudged away, pick up a single. You could see the difference in the fast bowlers or the medium pacers between the two sides. McLaren group, the two faster bowlers running in harder, a bit more pace, much more lively. Again, right armer and a left armer, but they're a bit more quicker getting that ball to move around, a bit of extra bounce. Goes to the offside, middles it well. That's 4. Welcome boundary. With an offer, that was the difference. Chanit Hasaranga throwing his bat at it. They're looking to be positive, that's for sure. They're playing their shots. They're not going to hold back. They will come hard at the bowlers. Try to make a game out of it. They have already lost one in the tournament. They know this is an important fixture. That's a top edge, but it will below that field, I feel. Yes, it is. The fielder running back was a touch slow. Fielder coming in from the boundary was very quick, but he could not get there. Miscued the pull shot. 2 overs done. 9 for the loss of 2 wickets.
In the heart of Colombo, where dreams...
On the mark, Shayan Sandruan. Extra pace, one hand off the bat. Plays it well at the end. You could see the fielding is much sharper here by Mclarens. The younger players on the park, much fitter, much agile, running around quickly, putting in the dives. Fielding can make a huge difference, I feel, in these low division tournaments of the MCA. When you look at the oh, terrible. Did he drop the ball? Nobody was backing up there. They should have had a fielder much quicker at the bowler's end. Big mix up. We'll take a look at that one. Soft push. Yes, no. The non-strike had already committed. Oh, he slipped. And the bowler could not, or the fielder coming in could not gather it as well to get off the bails. Unfortunately, the bowler, he could not throw at the stumps because he slipped and it was a very soft throw. If he got in a good throw, probably things would have been different. Some luck going their way. Extra bounce, well played. I thought the batsman played that really well. Dhananjay Singh. Shayan Sandruan getting a bit of extra bounce. You could see awkward length line. But he played it well, played it late. Just dropped his hands. very watchfully played the last one. 6 runs so far off the over. The first 3 overs have been very, very eventful. Couple of boundaries, wickets in the first over, run out opportunity. He's mixing it up really well. Shayan Sundaruan, 3 done, 15 for 2.
In the heart of Colombo.
Goes straight. Back over the bowler's head. And into those side screens. 6 it is. Janit Hasaranga picking up the length quickly. And the good thing about the shot is he went straight. Didn't try to go horizontal bat. Tried to slog him over mid-wicket square leg. Timing it well, using his power. And he's cleared the ropes quite easily. That was a big hit. They're up there. Current run rate 6.63. Doing well. Down the leg side, called wide. So initial Chamikara. It's considered 14. A lot of damage control to be done in this over, because when you get hit for 6 runs off the first ball, it's how to minimize the amount of run scoring in that particular over. And now he's bowled wide as well. So still 5 deliveries left, including this one. Great initiative, the MCA, making this F division much more vibrant, colourful, interesting. 20 over tournament, 2 games per day, played with coloured clothing, white ball, making the tournament looking much more interesting for the players, for the organizations that have come forward to sponsor their teams, to play the tournament, for the umpires, officials, and not forgetting the live coverage. Almost, or if not every game, is been live streamed as well. Sporty.lk coming forward to bring you these coverages from venues across Colombo and suburbs. Doesn't matter where the venues are. It can be a club venue like this here at the MCA, or any other, or school venues. We are playing at DS Senanayaka, Thurston, St. Joseph's, Dharmapala College, Pannipitia. All those games will be brought to you live. Yes, it's played on Matin, understandably, because most are not professional cricketers. Some of them may be still playing, the younger ones, but the others are working at these organizations. That's their official job. That's pitched outside the leg stump. Yes, it was hitting the stumps, no doubt. Hit him in line. But the angle for the left arm seam, the natural angle, is pitching outside the leg stump. That probably may have gone over the stump top as well. But the umpire will always consider where the ball has pitched. Good comeback though after being hit for 6. He bowled a wide, a couple of singles, now a dot ball, 2 dot balls. Can he finish it off well here? But what Janit Hasaranga will be thinking is try and make this over. It's already considered 9. Try and make it a bigger one. There you go. Hammers it past the mid-off fielder. That's exactly what I was looking forward to. And I thought you try to capitalize and make the over a bigger one. He's done that so with the boundary. 13 off the over. This is good stuff. 4 overs done. 28 for 2.
At the Mercantile Cricket Association, passion for the game starts young. The MCA Academy welcomes boys and girls under 13, 15 and 17. We go
outside edge, flies away. Towards the third man. Ethan Ransilage, the bowler. The young man has been given the ball to bowl his seam up deliveries. He'll try to bowl wicket to wicket and mix up his pace, not express, but a type of bowler that can hold up a one end and try to use that seam to move it around. So that is what Ethan Ransilage will be trying to do. Right into the block hole. These young players will bring a lot of energy to this McLaren's team. Big one, but it's not got the distance. It's only got the height. Into those buckets of Shehan Hazaranga. Ransilage has picked up a wicket in his first over. Janith Hazaranga, the intention was right. The idea was good, but the execution wasn't. You could see he just opened himself up, trying to hit it down the ground. His left foot did not go towards the ball. That's why he didn't get the distance. All he got was the height on it. His body was falling back. Sort of hit it high in the air. Field in practice type. But didn't get the distance because there was no footwork at all. Third wicket down. 29 for 3. Certainly in a spot of bother. Softlogic life. So Kenan Pereira, decent strike rate. I thought today his first 3 overs were very good with the ball, but his fourth over went for 18. His first 3 for 18 and his fourth for 18 as well. Bowled a few full tosses, but that could happen with a young leg spinner. You know, you tend to bowl that loose delivery. And there you see that last wicket. He just sort of stood there, depended or trusted his bat swing. But that's not enough. You need to put that weight towards the ball to get the distance as well. If not, you're only going to get height on it if you just stay back in your crease. 5 overs done, 29 for 3.
Yeah, so it's you can see those just nothing at the top. 9 and 18. 18 also Janit Hasaranga, the last man to go. So Dharanjay Singh on 9 of 12, and Kieran Pereira just come to the crease. Just the 2 extras in 5 overs. It's 29 for 3. They're losing their way. Ashan Murligama, the new bowler. They get 2 runs to the total. That was, look at the required run rate, 9.3. So hitting around 10 runs per over. They're losing wickets as well. The 2 new bowlers operating now. Buddhist driven. Nicely fielded at the cover region. Then Ransidiki just bowled an over and had to be involved in the next 2 deliveries as well. So this time, loud shout. That was be missing leg, is it? Or was it too high? That's when some discomfort. But he was walking. Yeah, well, it was not that high, but I think the impact was outside the off, and he was quite a distance away from the crease, so that would have made the decision easier for the umpire. This one again. This time he gives it. This time he plays from the crease. Well. My first impression was that was a missing leg. Or was it off the bat? Batsman clearly not happy. Yes, definitely that would have been a little bit high and touch and go. But the batsman looked surprised, so maybe it got something on it. Dhanaj Edrisinghe goes for 11 of 16. Just the 1 boundary. That's the 4th wicket down. 31 for 4.
At the Mercantile Cricket Association, passion for the game starts young. The MCA Academy welcomes boys and girls under 13, 15 and 17. We go beyond the basics, teaching them leadership, public speaking and the importance of sportsmanship. The MCA Academy, nurturing champions, 1 game, 1 lesson at a time.
Navod Sangeet, the new batter, coming at number 6. 49, not out his highest, striking at 94, 11 average. The problem is number 6 walking in the 6th over. That is not a good sign for the batting team, especially when you need another 139. You see that last wicket? Yes, I think to be fair by the umpire, it was striking him in line. The batsman may have thought that it was going down leg. Oh, nicely bowled again. That was off the bat. Bowling from wide of the crease, bringing it into the right hand. Creating a bit of problem. Ashan Murligama finishes a brilliant over. His first over. Picked up a wicket and considered just 2 runs. After 6, it's 31 for 4. Will be then to continue. We've seen him bowling that first over, mixed it up, was bowling a lot of slow deliveries, the off cutters. Picked up his wicket also with one of those deliveries. McLaren's at the moment in the driving seat. Ambling in. There we see that again. Slow delivery. Very easy, smooth run in. Again, rolling the fingers over that seam. Not easy for the batsman to pick it up if you're not watching the hand. Navod, Sangeet yet to get off the mark. Again, you see that cutter again running his fingers down, so can get a bit predictable sometimes. But at the moment, he is just deceiving the batsman. When the batsman knew that doing something. The manages to get off the mark. Just a 1 run. Another good over here. We're out of the power plays now. So uses his feet. Oh, almost took his partner's head off, but gets a boundary. So now ducking to save his life. Hits, oh, that was going like a rocket. To the boundary. So that's the type of runs they'll need to get. Kenan. So it's 7 done. Muligama in 5 seconds. No. Just squaring the batsman up. Trying to look to work on the leg. So this is good because he comes from wide of the crease and brings the ball back in, targeting the stumps. There we see again something that the batsman can do is try and get the off stump guard, not showing the stumps, make him bowl outside the line. Chances of getting out LBW also will be out because if you get your foot outside the line. There we see going down leg. Oh, that might be buys, is it? Or was it off the bat? Oh, leg buys given. So lucky if not, that would have gone as wides. 4 leg buys added to the total. Just went through the legs. Didn't rise as much as the wicket keeper would have expected. I'm trying to use his feet. Gets it in that region. They'll get just a single. Still, Ashen Mulligama is done a very decent job. There was a slight hesitation to wait and see if the ball will pass that fielder before they could have run. Singles won't help. Required run rate now creeping close to 11. Them again trying to make advance at the bowler. That's a better way. You cannot be given out LBW if you're advancing like that. End of the 8th, it's 45 for 4.
In the heart of Colombo.
Not giving any pace for the batsman to work with. I think he's bowling it wide outside the off stump, so bit of room there, but the two batsmen not reading it well. Batting outside his crease. Kenan. Oh, there we see that cutter, but gets bit of bounce. Was in there, both feet in there when he played that shot. This time advances managed to get it down to fine leg. They'll get the single. Then also bowling his third over 1 for 8. Been really good. Again, another dot ball. Bowling to the fields. Batsman just can't get the gaps. 3 dot balls and 1 single in this over. So when you need in excess of 10 runs per over, the feeling in the dressing room won't be good for the batting side. There again you see that cutter, that also taking off. The good thing is bowling wide outside the off stump, but is keeping it within that line, so the umpire doesn't need to call it a wide. There we see again that bounce. I think it's better if the batsman can stay in his crease, wait for it to come, because he's bowling a lot of cutters. There again another one. Lots of slow deliveries. But over. There's figures 3 overs 1 for 8. Just the 1 run in that over. 46 for 4 after 9.
At the Mercantile Cricket Association, passion for the game starts young. The MCA Academy welcomes boys and girls under 13, 15 and 17. We go beyond the basics, teaching them leadership, public speaking and the importance of sportsmanship. The MCA Academy, nurturing champions, one game, one lesson at a time.
From here on per over. Again, you cannot give those out. The batsman advancing. Kenan has the right idea. See, he takes a step out, batting outside the crease. Captain was much fuller, driven down the ground. Just a single. Ethan and Ashan in tandem, they bowled really well. Just given away 15 runs basically in 5.2 overs with them. Another leg by off the pad. So an advance in taken on the full, and that goes into the boundary. So that was well timed. Hit straight. Kenan helps himself to another boundary. Timed it well. No chance for the two fielders converging. Moves to 13 off 13. That's the 50 up. This one pulled again in there. That might reach the boundary again. Yes, it does. So 2 in 2. Spoiling the figures. Shanmugam going for 2 boundaries in quick succession. It was nicely played. Very well timed. A teaser for that fielder. This time he'll in with the dot ball. Can't get it past that fielder. 10 done. That's the halfway mark. It's 56 for 4.
So 56 for 4 after 10 overs, 114 of 60, almost 2 runs a ball or 12 runs per over, 11.59 to be exact. That's a big task ahead. Asankar Ranasinghe is being introduced into the attack to bowl his off spinners. Navod has moved up to 4 now. Kenan Pereira is on 17. He's batted well, but the task is huge. You cannot do it alone. You need 2 or 3 players at least to go after the bowling. You need to find the boundary every over. 6 out of 4 is needed every over. See, if you hit a boundary and the rest of the 5 deliveries, you get a single each, you're still getting 9 off the over, which is reasonable. But that too is not going to be enough. Chipped away on the onside. Somebody has to go after the bowling. You cannot leave it too late, because this run rate from 11.56 is going to increase to 15 very quickly. Then it's just asking too much. Ranasinghe not giving it too much air. Just trying to go through his overs quickly. You could see what he's doing here is containment. Just pushing it through, telling them if you want, come after me. You go for it. All he's trying to do is contain, bowl his overs quickly, and just increase this required run rate, which has jumped up to 12 now. A couple of more overs like this and it will be 15. Goes big. That's what I was talking about. Has he got the distance? He has. Just over the fielder's head. He's steadying himself for a while. Thought he could grab it, but as eluded him. That's a good breakthrough shot from Kenan Pereira. Much needed, using his power. Got a bit more height than probably was looking for, but had enough to get it over the ropes. That was much needed. I mentioned a boundary every over. And they have found one in this over. So 10 of it, decent. Still behind that required run rate. 11 overs done, 66 for 4.
We've got something new for you here at MCA. Serving fresh coffee, tea, bubble tea, gourmet burgers, and so much more. From 9:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day.
Run rate, required run rate is over 11 runs per over, almost 12. You have to go at a minimum 100 strike rate. In fact, you have to go at a 200 strike rate if you have to stay with that required run rate. But at the moment, his strike rate is not even 50, which is not good enough in a run chase when you're chasing 170 for victory. The new bowler, Jacinto Pereira, not much there. 3 for 30 is best. Very watchful. A ball, a single, every ball is mandatory. They've got 3 out of 3, but they need to find the boundary at least once, minimum. Couple of times will be gold. Oh, full toss. Should have probably tried to muscle it away. Kenan Pereira. I thought he missed out on that one. He should have used his power to bang it over mid-wicket. Because the loose delivery has to be punished. That's mandatory. You'll always get a good ball or two like that one. But when you get a long hop or a full toss, that has to go to the boundary. Just the 4 runs off the over. Excellent first one for Jacinto Pereira. 12 done, 70 for 4.
In the heart of Colombo, where...
Soft hands. Looking to go big. Does well. Kenan Pereira has picked up one outside his off stump and deposited it over mid-wicket for 6. No, that's why I was surprised that in the last over that full toss he didn't try the same. He's picked a length ball though, and he's hit a 6. This is the second 6 for him. Half runner singer. We saw 6 over. Now 6 of the second ball of the over. So can they capitalize on that? They need a 12.53. So another boundary is very important in this over. Try to get a 12 run over here. Goes for the battle. Will he come back for 2? Just using the pace of the bowler. In fact, they come back for 3. Good run in between the pair. Navod in particular coming to the danger end. 3 very important runs. Good awareness of the field there by Kenan Pereira. Just trying to use the pace. So now 9 runs off the over with 2 balls to go. Again, just a single. Navod has to try and find the boundary. He's putting too much pressure on Kenan Pereira at the moment. That was another full toss. He should have tried to hammer it down the ground. He's just pushing it away and taking the single. You see, and he's putting a lot of pressure on Kenan. 11 runs off that over. Much needed by Softlogic Live. 13 done, 81 for 4.
in the heart of Colombo.
Down the ground, just a single, taking it down the full. Navod has to now try and capitalize here. The last couple of overs, they've got 11 runs, 10 runs and 11 run over. Now this one too has to be in similar fashion, just to keep up with that required run rate. What he's trying to do is pick the single and give it back to Kane and Pereira. But like I mentioned, if it's you're chasing 7-8 runs and over, then yes, one person could rotate the strike while the other goes for it. But when you're chasing 13.05, both batters have to find the boundary. Didn't middle it. Intention was good. He's played a very good innings, 38 of 27. Played a lot of junior cricket here at the MCA Academy. A lot of training. Finally decides to use his strength. And there you go. He can do it. No doubt about it. Has the ability, has the power. Finally deciding, I am going to go for it. And he's succeeded. It was in the slot. Didn't middle it as well. If he middled that one, that would have gone even further. Sliced it, but still has got 6. Another big swing at it. He knew watched the ball closely. I would love to see him go straighter. He's looking to hit through mid-wicket. But probably, I think he has the power to look to hit straight down over the bowler's head. 9 runs, 10 runs of it. They're just keeping it up with that required run rate. 14 done, 91 for 4. Oh, good short delivery. Shayan Sundarwan taking it short, lifting. He was in a bit of a tangle there, Navod, but played it well at the end. So they decided to go back to pace because the last 3 overs, they were considered 10, 11 runs per over against the spin. Trying to change the pace of the game. Shayan Sundarwan has picked up 2 wickets. He did in the first over he bowled of this innings. Shot pulled away into the gap. Beautifully played. Kane and Pereira is playing a very good innings. What you can see in his batting, that he certainly played a lot of good junior cricket. No, he's playing proper cricket. And that is what is needed. That is what we want to see. Split the gap to perfection. He's moved to 42. Going at 150 strike rate. Slow delivery. Very well bowled. Beautifully bowled. Mixed it up. He knew that Kane and Pereira was looking to probably hit him down the ground. Change in his pace. This is a good battle here. Another short delivery, not short enough to pull. Throw comes in at the bowler's end. They are going to go back for 2. Ball ricocheting off the stumps. Umpire says not out. It all happened in a flash. Was the umpire in position to get a good look at that? We'll wait and see. I think it's a fair call at the end. Was he had it grounded his bat? Very close, but difficult to say, even for a third umpire. So the favour, of course, with the batter. No doubt about it. That was a very, very close one. But they've got 7 runs off the over. Still not enough. Run rate has gone to almost 14. They need a boundary of this last ball. Good ball in. He'll pick up 1. 8 runs off it. Decent over for Softlogic live. But in the context of the game, that was a good one for Mclarens. 15 done, 99 for 4.
.71 needed of the last 5. Kenan Pereira will have to do it with the man in. Good support by Nawod. Requiring 14 pointers, so basically 15 runs per over. Ashwin Mulekamu coming back for his last over. Running hard. Need to push the fielders on the boundary. So that's the 100 up, 100 for 4 in the 16th over. Need to some big blows needed by either one of these batsmen, if not from both. Tries to go for it. This time you saw him trying to bowl it wide outside the off stump and the ball going dead straight. Normally he was trying to bring it back in to the right hand. This one he goes big, but is it up in the air? Yes, falls in no man's land. That shot, the way he played it, it just went straight up. Didn't get the distance he wanted, only the height. That won't help. They'll need the distance, they need the sixers. That's a wide. Kenan is again half century. He's scoring runs quickly, but just the 27 balls left. They need 68 to pull it out. Again, that's another wide. Sam Fuller going back to his usual first 3 overs where he was bowling at the stumps. There's 2 wides in this over. Then deciding to go back to what he was doing earlier. Now not being able to time it. He's been there out there for 29 deliveries. Should be seeing it better. Just needs to time it. Again on the full. A dot ball to end the 16th over. It's 105 for 4. 65 needed of 24. Does hit straight back at the bowler. Good bit of fielding. 3 overs, 1 for 8. Bowled lots of slow deliveries and cutters. That one again, but this time still doesn't get hold of it and finds the field. Now he had to do something. Ethan strikes, picks up his second. Just there we see again rolling his wrist over that delivery, not giving a lot of pace, and a good catch there in the deep. Now Sangeet gone for 19, just a 1-6, couldn't get anything more than that of 30 deliveries. They lost their fifth wicket. It's 105 for 5. Another right hander walking in, not easy. Coming in, you need something like 17 runs per over. That guy bowling his fourth, just 8 runs. And again you can see him. Just rolling his wrist over. Dilip Nirmal, averaging 19 is his highest, but 98 is strike rate. Just 56 runs. Needs to smash it from ball 1. That one again in there. This could be another wicket. Yes, it is. Ethan picks up his third. What a bowling spell this has been. Not giving anything away. That one sky towards the third man fielder, taking an easy catch. Dilip not troubling the scorers, just the 2 deliveries and he's completing that catch. Ethan has a 3 for 8 now. It's 105 for 6, so they are losing their way. Softlogic life. Mclaren's a good start to their tournament. That's a Jan Delisha. Strike rate of 100. Just a 9 average. Highest runs 49. 213 off from 23 innings. And again gets the edge onto his body. Ball running down. Just a single. Not giving a lot of width. Bowling it at a very good length. That was that last wicket. Trying to go over the top of the bowler's head. Ended up edging it. It was actually off the middle of the bat. So it sliced it towards the third man fielder. Again, that slow delivery. Had to reach for it. This might be wicket number 4. Yes, it is. Wickets going down in a heap. Bit of fielding practice here, but you can't help it. Everyone has to go. That's Karen. I will see. It was wide outside the off stump. Had to drag it. Couldn't get hold of it properly. Good catch on the boundary. What a over this has been. 3 wickets and just 1 leg by conceded. Brilliant spell of bowling. Good catch by Yoshida Chaturanga. And that's that last wicket. That I think that's the end of it. 47 for Kanan of just 36. It's 106 for 7. Final delivery in this spell. Picked up 4 wickets, 5 runs. Can it get that 5 for 3 in this over? Gayan Pereira striking at 84. Just a 7 average. 34 runs is highest. Played 42 games. Just checking his field. like to pick up one more here. It would be a fantastic over, a fantastic spell so far. Whether it's losing his footing there. Garner and Pereira. So two relatively new batsmen, both yet to open their mark. One has faced one delivery, the other none, waiting to face this last delivery of this over, of this brilliant spell by Ethan Ransilige. That one again, oh, just tucked into it on the body. Brilliant spell comes to an end. That was a maiden with 3 wickets. 3-wicket maiden over. 4 overs. There we see that again. Actually, the pace taken off, so not a lot of harm done.
In the heart of Colombo, where dreams.
So 18 deliveries left, 64 runs needed. 3 wickets in hand. No prizes for guessing the winner. This is going one way, Mclaren's group. So left arm pace. This one is hammered and it's out of here. That goes a long way. Muscled by Jayan for 6. Imesh Chamikara. Jayan Dilesha. He just covered that for 6. Required 20 runs from the remaining 3 overs. Each over. This one again over the keeper's head. Keeper getting under it. Yes, he takes a brilliant catch. That's not easy. Never easy when you have to run back and take the catch. But that was brilliant. Short stay. There we see that replay again, getting in the top edge. Had to run a long way, but had his eyes on the ball. Hands up. Takes a brilliant catch. Samin the Fernando had did well with the bat and now doing well with the gloves. Gone for 6. It's 112 for 8. Indusar Senadira, the new batsman. Now they're just swinging and swinging for glory. That's what they need to do. There's no point in just batting. Need to get some runs at least. Lose the closer margin might help in the coming games. This will be their second loss. So Indus are off the mark, and now it's Gayan. Gayan getting one on the body in his first delivery he faced. This time pulls it in there, just falling short of that fielder. Imesh Chamikara been a bit expensive, bowling his third over, 1 for 28. Just picked up a wicket. There we see Indusara Senadira, 197 strike rate. So this boy can strike it highest 30, not out. Can give us something in that region. It will be just 1. And he needs that strike rate for this game. He needs it quickly. It's a swing at it. Doesn't make contact. 18 done. It's 115 for 8.
In the heart of Colombo, where
It'll be Shayan Sundarwan. Well, his final over. He has 2 for 16. And it make that 3 for 16. Straight as an arrow. You miss, I hit. Going for a wild swing into Sarah. There's nothing else you can do. You need to just go after it. Just swing at everything. Missed it. And the stumps are rattled. Ninth wicket down into Sarasa. Senadira gone for 2. It's 115 for 9 in the 19th over. Vishmita Veerasinghe, the new batsman. 72, just the 10 highest, averaging 10. More of a bowler. Misses it again. Shan, a bit of pace on offer. That's his profile. 10 is highest. 21 runs altogether in 7 innings. Averaging 10, so been not out on some of the occasions. Best of 10 not out. They are again trying to get the stumps, but gets bat on ball. This is the last wicket. Straight as ever. Beaten for pace. Beaten all ends up. Brilliant bowling here. Again goes straight. He's targeting the stumps. Pick a 10. Altogether there are 4 dot balls so far. 55 more needed. Just 8 deliveries. Again, that run missed and missed by the wicket keeper. Got an awkward bounce. He was standing up early. 4 byes. He wouldn't like that going against his name. Oh yes, just dipped on him. That's hammered straight past the bowler. Still the 1 run. Ethan does the mopping up. Another good spell of bowling here by Shayan Sundarwan. 4 overs, 3 for 17. And after 19, it's 120 for 9.
at the
The final over. 50 needed. It's a new bowler to bowl the final over. Oshad. That was well stopped. Oshad Chaturanga. Bowling his first over, and it's the final over of the game. Might want to pick up a wicket and show the captain that he's capable of bowling in this team. just pulled. Just another single. Basically going through the motion now about whether they'll have to bowl this for deliveries or whether they can pick up the wicket. They know they've won this game. Quite a decent margin. That's in there over the head of the umpire. Again, just the one run. 3 singles in this over. 3 more deliveries left. 47 needed. Don't think we need to talk about what's needed anymore. Another single. This will help these two batsmen if they can remain not out, just to get their average to a better level. McLaren missed that time, so dot ball. Just one delivery away from a big win for McLaren's group. That's in there again. Falls in between the two fielders. So Ojeda will not pick up a wicket. And Softlogic Live will end the game on 125 for 9. And the remaining not out on 3, and Vishmitha on not out on 4. A very good win. 2 brilliant bowling efforts. Saw them bring this easy win. Players shaking hands, all smiles for McLaren's, their first win, their first game. They've done pretty well in their first game. Players shaking hands. So here we see the batting card. Not a lot to talk about. The 2 openers going without scoring. Then we had 47 from Kenan Pereira. He was the lone hand there. 18 from Janitha Saranga and Dhanaj 11. There was 19 from Navod Sangit. But then the others all were below 10. Not a lot of batting there. Just a 15 extras. That might be a concern for the bowling side. McLaren, they'll need to look at that to reduce that 20 overs. Just managing to get 125 for 9. We'll look at the bowling card. Excellent standout. Ethan Ransilige. 4 overs, 19 dot balls, 4 runs. 4 wickets for just 8 runs conceded. That was a standout performance. And don't forget at the start, Shan Sadharwan. 4 overs, 15 dot balls, 3 for 17. The 2 guys who really put the brakes on Softlogic Live batting. Inter, they have had 8 bowlers? 7 bowlers used. Everyone coming to the party. The 15 extras. So we'll see the highlights now. But before they just walked out. Started off with a line. Then wickets took a good catch there. The 2 openers going quickly. Was nicely guided. Difficult shot to play. It was few boundaries. Then this Billiard spell bowling by Ethan. Picking up his first. So we see a few shots that went to the boundary. But then that's not that, but few nasty blows getting them. He got 47. Few chances, but I think that was the 3rd wicket for Ethan, and then the 4th. 3 wickets coming in that 1 over. That was the 3rd wicket in that over. One too many. And a good catch. That was the last delivery which fell in between the 2 fielders. That was what happened. Match summary. Mclaren's group winning, put into bat. Saminda Fernando getting 50, Shan Sundarwan 40, and Inesha Chamikar 32, into 169 for 5 in their 20 overs. Jayan Dilisha 1 for 33, Vishmita Veerasinghe 1 for 7, just bowled the 2 overs. I'm not sure why, whether he was having an injury. And Kenan Perera 1 for 36. Softlogic Life in reply 125 for 9 in their 20. Kenan Perera 47 of 36. Now 19 and Janit 18. Look at the 2 standard bowlers. Ethan Ranjini gave 4 for 8 of his 4 overs, and Shan Sundarwan 3 for 17 of his 4. Inesh Chamikar just picking up the 1 for 29. Mclaren's group winning by 44 runs. So we'll take a break and come back to you for the second game of the day in about 1 hour's time. See you then.
In the heart of Colombo, where
We've got some top pie for breakfast or wind down after work.